Hello friends, my name is Kelsey and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be talking to you about an assignment that I had to do for my Civic Engagement class called In the Trenches. Allow me to explain. I'm awkward. For this assignment, I had to go onto an article on a pre-selected news outlet and participate in the comment section. Mainly, I was looking for a comment with false or biased information that I could respond to in order to study civic engagement in online spaces such as a discussion forum. And in my own response, I had to really try to not be false or biased in any way. Instead, I was supposed to respond in a factual manner with information that could aid the original commenter so that they understand the situation better. With responding to the commenter, I would be engaging with them online, and possibly others depending on who replied, if anyone did, all that stuff. At the beginning of this project, I signed up for a discus, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I signed up for an account. This website basically has discussion forums that take place on various channels. They can be themed from breaking news to even anime stuff. I saw it with my own eyes. I decided to spend most of my time on a breaking news channel. This is because I wanted to see multiple sides to an argument. As I scrolled through, I tried to find an article that I thought would have a bunch of comments. This is because it shows increased engagement between the commenters, the person who posted it, leaders, even more. And that's when I found this article. Students injured when Monterey County teacher accidentally fires handgun in class. So I thought that this article's comment section would be a good place to go because of guns being in the spotlight more recently. Firstly, let's explain the article. Basically, this teacher and reserve police officer named Dennis Alexander was teaching a gun safety course when a single bullet was shot out of the semi-automatic gun he was holding. I do know that the gun was a handgun. Yeah, it's a handgun, that's what it is. The bullet hit the ceiling and injured 3 students, but the students were okay. They weren't severely injured and class resumed after. I scrolled down the comment section for a while and then I saw this. A comment from Steve. His comment read, "Remember, guns don't kill people, people kill people, and we need armed trained teachers to help protect students." So that comment is considered false information in this specific situation. This is considered false information because in this situation, the teacher was armed and trained. And it still happened. You know, with the debate of teachers being armed to protect their students being in the spotlight recently, I could understand why a commenter would definitely bring that up. But this is a special type of situation that occurred. Dennis Alexander was the armed, trained teacher in the situation, and he did end up putting his students in danger at one point. So this information by Steve may be considered biased also because he put his opinion of, remember, guns don't kill people, people kill people, which is, again, another wildly debated topic, especially recently. We'll never really know the true answer to that debate, and it's okay to have your own side to it, but to push it in a biased manner in a situation where it doesn't apply is where I thought this is a good comment to respond to. So I responded, "This argument does not apply here, as he was an armed and trained teacher and reserve police officer who put the children in danger. Teachers choose their professions to teach. If they wanted to protect with guns, then they would choose a law enforcement profession." So I was just trying to be clear. I wasn't trying to be sassy or, rude or biased. I was trying to be factual and using the actual information from the article in order to craft a response. So I went to bed that night and I woke up with the response. This is the response. I guess my sarcasm was missed. I will include sarc in the future. Okay. So in my mind at first, I got biased. I was like, oh my god, seriously? But then I was like, okay, maybe I missed it. We all do it sometimes. It's just a part of learning how to respond in a non-biased, factual manner. I did feel the desire to respond again, but I did not. I saw so many threads of people arguing back and forth on discuss, again, I'm sorry, and I wanted to leave it at that. After sorta failing, I decided to see if I could go to another news outlet to find comments. So I went through CNN and Fox News, and then I just decided to do Fox News. And I know, I tried my best to find both sides of the situations. So I stumbled upon this article on Fox. FIU bridge collapses. 6 killed, 10 injured, officials say. So, article is self-explanatory. Unfortunately, a bridge collapsed and trapped people under it and killed them. The company that created and constructed the bridge was called Manila Constructions. And it says in the article that it was a family business. The company that designed the bridge was FIGG Engineering. And the company says that they have never seen anything like that happen in their 40 years of being an engineering company. The construction workers at the scene said that the bridge was undergoing a stress test, although it's not confirmed, when it collapsed. So that's basically the gist of the article, and I decided to look through the comment section. So like with any article on discuss, again, I'm sorry. I went through and tried to find any comment that may be false or biased or anything like that. Upon scrolling, I found 2 comments and I decided to respond to both, mainly because I couldn't choose. So the first comment that I saw was from PC Police, and it says, if America becomes black or Hispanic owned, expect the same fate. That's very biased information. I also recognized a logical fallacy in that comment by saying, if America becomes black or Hispanic owned, expect the same fate. That is a hasty generalization, basically, that someone generalized for an entire individual, entire group of people. So I wrote back, this event has to do with architecture, not with the idea of America becoming black or Hispanic owned and how that will create the same fate. This assumption can be considered a hasty generalization, a logical fallacy in that one individual generalizes something about another person or group in its entirety. In its own, this generalization can cause further division, which can ultimately push people further away from trying to find a common ground in such a situation like this one. Again, I was trying so hard not to be sassy, but to respond with facts and back up what I mean by a logical fallacy, explaining what that means, and just getting the information out. The next comment that I saw was from Necron99. They wrote, when you hire color, you lose. It's a biased and false generalization again. This person just takes a whole group of people and assumes they can't do something just because of one situation. And so I saw the illogical part of these comments and I wanted to make them realize, hey, this is illogical. Here's how you can make it logical. So I responded with, color does not correlate with work ethic and success in its own. Racism should not be utilized to discriminate against another group in general, and especially after such an event like this. So I decided, hey, please just don't be racist. this is a very sad situation, and it could further divide us. You know, I tried my best not to be biased. I did. And I tried to remind them what is more important in this situation. It's the fact that 6 people got killed, and this bridge collapsed, and it was just a terrible, terrible, terrible thing. And how we need to focus on how to avoid something like this in the future instead of creating assumptions about other people. So I ended it at that, finally, and then I got on with my day. It has now been a few days since, and I have not received any notifications regarding a response from either one of them. I signed in again on my browser and then my email, and I still couldn't find anything. Can't really tell if that means they didn't respond or I just don't know how to work Fox correctly. But considering I didn't get an email notification like I usually do, I think it's that they didn't respond. But yeah, that was my experience. I feel as though commenting, although it definitely can be false or biased depending on the person, is a good act of civic agency. In other words, I just think it's a good way to communicate with others that may not be so close to you. It really does show participation in the discussion at hand. It shows activeness and willingness to participate in a societal event. Thus, I believe that commenting should be a part of any article. I hope this explained civic activity on the internet for you. I also hope that this explained my experience for this assignment on Discuss, I still don't know, and Fox News. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. See you soon!